Hi, today I'm showing you the first card we made in my class on Saturday. I call it a front panel Z-fold. It's a Z-fold with a full front panel on it. And I don't remember who I got the idea from for the layout. I mean, hers looks pretty different than mine, but I'll link it in the description and it's on my blog. So this is the packet we would get. And these are the things that we need for the first card. At least I think. Oh, no, I got the second card out too. I will record that later and post it on Thursday. So I'm going to start with inking this background just to have a little bit of soft sea foam showing up. I don't need the envelope. And here are the instructions that I would give in the class. And well, there's a description on my blog. Okay, I don't need the card base right now or these pieces. I will need this to stamp. So I am going to start with actually a scrap piece of paper. I don't know about you, but I'm always printing things out that aren't exactly what I want, so I keep all of those for this. So I'm using a blending brush, and I got some soft sea foam. I like to tap it off so it's not too harsh. And I'm just starting in the middle and going in circular motion just to get a hint of soft sea foam behind it. We'll just keep doing that a little bit more so it shows up around the arches. But I think that'll be okay. And then I can put that away. And then, well, I've got ink out. Oh, I should close this. I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I think the card that I was inspired by had the sentiment coming off here in black, but she also had a lot of flowers around it. So I'm wondering what that would look like. I may do it, I may not, may just hold it there and see what I think. But I stamped the frame with, what is this? Fresh freesia. Clean that off. And I'm stamping the sentiment with Blackberry Bliss. And let's see. The frame comes from the Fern and Flora stamp set. And this sentiment is from Fern and Flora, but the one I'm using today is from Frames and Phrases or Phrases and Frames. I keep wanting to do that backwards because, again, I always need more birthday cards. So I chose the Happiest Birthday Wishes. And I'm stamping that in the center. And so there we have our sentiment. And I can put the ink away. Clean that off. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the embossing. So I would have used the Fern and Flora embossing folder, but I don't have it. And the people that I contacted, they didn't have it either. And I can't order it right now, so I'm sad. I want that one. It would have been perfect for this card. But I'm sending it through. It's a 3D embossing folder. So you just use the base plate and the specialty plate with it. And I like to label all of mine because eventually things will change again and you never know what you're going to need to use when you pull it out again. So there it is. I will set that to the side. And now we're going to start our die cutting. And this is what my die cut board looks like for today. There are a lot of pieces. So let's start we'll do the sentiment. And I'm gonna do 2 of the leaves. We'll do the fern. And then I think this is another fern. And I chose not to put them with adhesive backs or adhesive on the back of these because I wanted it to be able to come up. So I just used liquid glue. Oh, I could possibly fit whatever this thing is called. I don't know. Oh. Do I not have? Well, I'm gonna have to go look for a piece of paper to die cut that with. Okay, found one. Apparently I did not have that in this pack. Normally when we do it in class, I have anything that you're gonna die cut or stamp out on my island, and I don't pack it with the packets. So when I come to do the videos, it's making sure each of the packets still has everything that they need. And I should have taped this down. Wow, this is gonna be one of those videos, I guess. So we'll just do this. And these are fairly detailed. You might need to go through a couple of times. I usually do at least 2 because there's a wall normally behind where I'm die cutting. But on this, I'm gonna do 4. And take a look. I think we're good. That one looks pretty good. And let's see. Oh yeah, that one definitely came out well. Well, it came out. Oh, where is my pokey tool? Can't find my pokey tool. I'll have to use my other pokey tool. Oops. Okay. I have to figure out where my pokey tool went. It's probably in that bin. Oh, I see it now. It's in the bin somewhere. Okay, there's our other one. They're very delicate. You do need to be gentle. And then, oh, this one came out easily. Oh, and I probably should have brought my lint roller over to clean those up. So we've got the 3 decorations. And then I completely forgot to tape this down. Just gonna run that through quickly so that I don't have it move. And then we can do the 2 arches. Yeah, there was a lot of die cutting for this one. And I'm not one who does a lot of layers. I get tired of it. It's like, oh, it's too much work. Why am I doing that? Okay, so we've got our vellum and we've got just basic white thick. All the dimensions are on my blog. And then don't forget, you want to put straight edges through at an angle. Otherwise they don't cut as well. Get those through. And then it's just on to assembly. Okay, so there's our vellum arch and our white arch. Get my tape put away. Move the dies out of the way. Oh! Throw them on the ground, you know, however you roll. And then we can move the die cutting machine out of the way. There we go. So bring this back into focus. And here's our card base. Remember, dimples out gives you the crispest edge. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So 2 1/8, which is halfway between these two, and then 4 1/4 for the card base. And then, I don't remember, I could look that up. So then this was 3 3/4 by 5, and this is 4 by 5 1/4, which is the standard front panel. Now I am going to attach that with liquid glue, just because it's so bumpy. I get a much better seal when I get that liquid glue on it. It's more likely to stay attached. Okay, now this is going to go on the front centered, but you don't want any adhesive on this side. So what I like to do is put a strip down on the left of my panel, and then a strip down on the Z fold. And then I just have to line it up. Now I'm going to just put adhesive on the back of the white arch and stick it to my vellum. I'm putting dimensionals on the back of my vellum because I want it to pop up. Okay, then, oops, got a little dirt on that. We'll see if I can cover it. We'll center that. If not, oh, there's my ink eraser. See if that will, there we go. Love these. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this leaf, and I wanted it hanging off the side a little. You can put it wherever you want. I like things off to the right. And I'm just adding a touch of glue to hold it down, because I don't, like I said earlier, well, first of all, it's not gonna entirely be on anything. So I just want some glue. We'll stick it there. And now I'm gonna put this one on. We'll do the same way, just some drops of glue on the branches, or leaves, I suppose they are. I really have no idea what this is called, but it's just so pretty. So I'm gonna set that there. And then we'll add our final, oh, I suppose this isn't a fern, the leaves, whatever kind of flora that is. And I'm gonna stick that there. And I wonder if I should I do it off to the side? I think I kind of like that. Not quite centered, but off to the side instead. Maybe there. Well, okay. If you've watched my videos before, you know I don't like stems. Maybe off to that side. So many choices. So many choices. No, I think I like it off this way, and I'm gonna have to see the stem some. Okay, I'm gonna put a dimensional on the edge, and then I'm gonna go with liquid glue just because it's so bumpy. Whoops, put that in the wrong place. Be glue on all my tools. Okay, now I'm gonna, there we go. Gonna put it off to the side. And now to finish it off, I'm gonna add iridescent pearl jewels. And, oh, there you are. That's right. I had to use the pokey tool from it. We'll get a big one and a small one, and then another small one. Oh, so there's my card. Thanks for joining me.